Okay, today what we're going to do is work on a processing sketch that implements a simple MP3 player. So we'll start with the template that we have in Chapter 3 of the empty processing sketch. It's got a setup method, a draw method, and a mouse clicked method. And we're going to go ahead and save that as our new program called MP3Player. And then we'll just go ahead and change the things that we need to change in order to make it work. I'm going to go ahead and pause things here for a second while I update all of the comments to match our flowchart algorithm. And then once I'm done doing that, we'll be back live and actually put in the statements that match the comments. Okay, we're back. Now I've gone ahead and updated all the comments to reflect the algorithm that we created. And now what I need to do is go ahead and add the code that actually matches those comments or that matches our algorithm. So the first thing I'm going to start with is show you how to import the libraries you need for your audio. So we do that by going to the Sketch menu, Import Library option, and Minim Audio selection. And then that causes these import statements to be put in. And I like to put those down underneath my comment block like that so that the comment block is always at the top. Okay, then the other thing we need to do is add the images and the songs that we're going to play in the player to the project. And we do that by clicking and dragging on them. So I've got the songs and the images saved on my desktop. And I just drag those images like that and the song to the project, and now those have all been added and I can actually use them. Okay, so now I can go ahead and declare my variables, and remember that we're declaring these outside of any method so that we can have access to them in all of the methods. So we're going to have a minim object named loader that we're going to declare later on. And then we're going to have an audio player object named player, which we'll use to actually play the song. Then we also need, for the background image, a pImage object, and we'll call that Elton to match the name of the person who we're playing the song from. Okay? So we've got those three variables now. Now in our setup method, basically what we have to do, according to the algorithm and according to the comments here, is to size the window, load the song, and load the first image. So sizing the window is easy. We just use the size method call, and we'll make it, say, 300 by 300 pixels, so it's a nice square, fairly good sized window. Then we'll go ahead and load up our loader, which is the minim object. We do that with the new keyword. So this is a new minim object, and we have to pass that magic parameter called this to it. After we have our minim object created, we can use it to load our audio player. So we're going to save our reference in the audio player reference variable, and then we're going to use the loader object and its load file method to load in the actual MP3 file that we want. And then we have to put in the exact file name of the MP3 file we're playing. So over here we can see what the file name is. So I'll type that in. Oops. And then once I have that correctly specified, now that loads in that file when we run the sketch, and then it'll be ready to play when the user clicks on the window. The last thing to do is to create the image that we'll show, and we're just going to load the first one, and then when the user clicks the mouse, we'll load the second image after that. Okay, so we'll let our image Elton be the result of calling the load image method, and again I have to put in the exact file name, and it happens to be elton1.jpg there. Okay, so that is our setup method. Now we can move on to the draw method. Remember that this is a simple method here. I'm just going to replace the boilerplate template comments with the actual statement that I need to call the image method with my Elton image, and I'm going to put its upper left corner at the origin of the processing window. And then later, when the mouse click happens, it'll change that image to a different picture, and so we'll see a different picture on our screen. Okay, then we've got our mouse click method, which is the last one. And what we'll work on here is, first of all, loading the new image. So I'm going to change the object that this Elton reference variable points to by making another load image call. And this time I'll put Elton2 as the parameter. And then what I need to do is go ahead and play the song. Alright, so if we execute this method now, or this sketch rather, what should happen is we see an application where we have a picture of Elton John, and then when we click on the application window, the image changes and the song starts playing. Okay, so this is an example that shows you how to do images and songs and processing, and it also illustrates the use of methods, parameters, return values, and constructors.